That one's good on Spotify?
I'm about to start it.
Okay, cool. Why do we feel awkward doing this again?
Hello!
Hi, everybody. We're back with another Potty Waddy. It's so crazy because right now we were like going over our key points and we were reflecting as notes that we had in 2023.
Yeah, last year.
The beginning of January. Last year. So we're like, wait, that's been a whole year. We're really doing our second actual episode recording. Crazy.
I know, we're keeping up with it at least once a month, which is a great goal for us, especially with how busy our lives are.
I didn't even tell you this, but I was at the gym the other day and I had a guy come up to me. He's like, hey, you're like Cecily, you and your friend Soraya have a podcast. I was like, there's no way. He's like, yeah, you better like continue to do it. I'm like, yeah, we're trying. It's just that we have such busy schedules and stuff like that. But yeah, it was really refreshing, like just
to hear that.
Yeah, you guys genuinely enjoying it.
And listening and checking in. I had told Cez that I had a couple of younger girls that reached out and told me to tell Cecily that we really do make a difference and an impact, and that this is a project that does touch people's hearts and minds. So it's cool. It's really cool. And we're really excited. So there's some topics that we would love to touch on. And with our first one being, sorry, let me pull it up. So, it's February. Valentine's Day is next week. So we just kind of wanted to touch base as to how it is that we celebrate Valentine's Day, what it kind of means to us. How did it even become a tradition, and and what we do to still maintain it in our lives today. I think that for me growing up, it was always at school, and you would always get the little candygrams, and it was always so sweet, and everybody would give each other those little, we would make mailboxes. I remember that.
And you would put all the mailboxes, all the cards in the mailbox, and whoever was the most creative, kind of got a little prize and stuff like that. So that's how it originated, right, growing up?
That was such a special tradition. I loved making cards for my classmates and making sure that, my besties ended up getting the bigger card. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was so cute. So I think that transcended into my adulthood. I love to make sure that I write heartfelt messages for the people that I love, and not necessarily gift giving super expensive gifts. If that's available, I will, but just something meaningful, I think really touches the heart.
For sure.
Of a friend.
And how do you think you celebrate it in today's time period?
I feel like we've done a lot of different things over the years.
For sure.
Right? We've done game night, Galentines, and then we've done movie or just something more chill.
Yeah.
Or have dinner. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And I love seeing, on social media how all the girlies get together and they have their little Galentines.
I love that.
Take cute photos and, have the whole setup with the cheese board, the cute snacks, I think it's just an extra time to be extra, right? And really spend some quality time with the loved ones that you have in your family. And it's cute, it's pink, it's red, it's everywhere. So I think it's fun to celebrate it with your girlfriends for sure.
I think I've been dipped into it since January. I bought my little pillows to decorate.
I love it, yeah. It's definitely a holiday. I think everybody chimes in a little bit.
I've been loving the vibe. So something we would like to touch base on, and I think as younger girls, right, we've all been through some sort of situationship with an ex-partner or an almost something. And I think it's very important to talk about this and what is it and how to distinguish if you're in a situationship and if you should potentially get out of a situation like this. Cecily, do you have any examples that you would like to maybe touch on? Maybe something that happened to you when you were younger?
Well, tying into that, I feel like we all at one point get into maybe something that's a little bit more complicated when it comes to dating someone, and that can turn into a situationship, right? I think that as you get older, you start like dating different people, and you just kind of start realizing your likings and your not likings. And I think growing up, tying in to what I told you earlier, Soraya, like looking back, there's so much of my youth that I wish that I didn't spend within a relationship or a situationship. And yeah, I think that it's just like key points that I reflect, and I'm just kind of like, well, yeah, I learned a lot from those relationships or situationships, but at the same time, I wish I would have like kind of kept to myself a little bit more, so I could have grown and excelled as an individual more than I already have. So
yeah, especially when you're young, I feel that we're trying to experiment and we're trying to understand what we like, what we don't like. And
I little giddy feelings, you know,
like,
when you have like a crush.
He likes me.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, he told me I was pretty and he got my number. Especially when you're young. And that's all normal and that's all sweet. But I think we also have to recognize that sometimes these feelings aren't forever, and maybe it's just something that's happening at that moment, but we have to keep our feet on the ground.
And I think as a young, you know, little girl, you don't really realize that. You kind of focus on like the current feeling and what you're feeling then, and you don't really realize that there's so much more to feel other than like whatever a boy is making you feel, you know?
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. So how do you recognize if you're in a situationship?
Well, I think it's just like little things that, you know, maybe they're only hanging out with you in certain times. You start like picking up on those like red flags, and you're just kind of like, wait, like he's only talking to me at a certain time
in the day,
or he like ghosts me at nighttime every single night. You know, you start kind of wondering those things, and I feel like that's just kind of like, okay, is this a situationship? Like, what are we doing here? Are you playing with my feelings, or are you being serious and you're being genuine about what you're telling me and not just like feeding me, you know, lies?
I feel that it's very black and white with men and boys in general. I feel that when a male likes you or loves you, it's very noticeable. You'll know that he cares about you. There's things that he will
do.
Yeah, he goes at. It's not just talk. Like, actions speak way louder than words. And I think as we've gotten older, we really have realized and have come to conclusions like, okay, you can tell me you're gonna bring down the moon and the stars in the sky, and you love me from here to wherever. And it's not that we're jaded, it's just that actions definitely speak louder than words. And if you're, you know, if you're doing what you say you're gonna do, it's clear that you have an intention of being with that person.
For sure. And you know, sometimes when you are dating different people, I also believe that what if you are just trying to have fun? What if you are just trying to spend quality time with that person? Or maybe it's not even quality time, maybe it's just that you guys like go out and you have a good time together, and that's okay. You're on that mindset that you are in a situationship and you're just having fun. Like, you're down for whatever is currently happening with that individual, because again, you're enjoying their time, and just like you're not paying too much effort as to like what's to happen next. I feel like that's when it becomes a situationship too.
Do you think that all those situationships, like, there's always one person that ends up getting hurt?
In the long run, maybe. Because
like over time,
and maybe it is more so the female, because as females we have more emotions sometimes,
attached,
and we become more attached. But at the same time, I feel like if you knew what you signed up for, why are you gonna get hurt?
That's hard. That's a tricky one. I mean, I can't definitely say like, you know, it's yes or no, because there's a lot of gray area. It's not just black and white. But I think it's so much easier for men, again, to be stuck in the situations, and maybe not always, right?
I was going to say, maybe not all men.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's the opposite, and it's harder for them sometimes.
Yeah. Especially if they really like the girl, and the girl's like,
playing games.
Yeah, like, it always seems like it's a discrepancy of the female or the male in the situationship that's like not very invested.
Right.
Whether it be because he's just not invested in that person, or he's just, you know, got out of another situationship, or, you know, had a recent breakup. But I feel genuinely they just like don't want to be with you if they're in a situationship.
Right.
Like, they just don't.
That's ultimately what they're showing you.
That's it.
Their actions and the way they're actually handling the situation is always going to be like, damn, I'm not his first choice. Because how Soraya said right now, when a guy really likes you and when he is into you, he's going to do everything to show you that, you know, he's there, he cares, he wants your attention.
You're always the first choice.
Yeah, he wants to win you over, right? I had a question going back to the whole February. We kind of like cut it off real short. You know, what do you do when you are a single gal and you're having multiple people kind of be like, hey, like, be my Valentine, or they just want to do that nice gesture of like, I'm gonna get you something for Valentine's Day, because that's what it's become throughout the years, right?
Like, be my Valentine without any like strings attached to it, right? Like,
right.
Hey, just Leslie, be my Valentine.
Yeah, like, what if a guy just pulls up with flowers, and you're like, what the hell? I was not expecting this.
That's a sweet gesture.
No, definitely. But do you think that after they do something like that,
like, you need to,
yeah,
like,
they're gonna think like, oh, this girl is into me, or you owe him something.
I feel that as women, and I know for sure you feel the same way, I feel like a lot of times we feel like we owe people things. Because of whatever reason. And I think it's a learned behavior. And I don't necessarily think it's a good one. Because we don't owe these men or even women or whoever, like, your job, your career, your school. Like, you don't know anyone anything.
You're right. I had a conversation with a lady the other day that came into my job, and she was very, very intelligent. And that was one of the key things that she told me. She's like, you know, in life, people think that you end up owing them something, when in reality, it's yourself first. And it comes with your family, your friends, your loved ones, anyone that's really around you. And it's true, because at the end of the day, no one is going to invest and give you what you need to give yourself. And that's period, point and blank. And the day that you accomplish those things, I believe that person will come at that point in time, right? Yeah.
I just think it's crazy because I've encountered so many people that have the audacity to think that some way, somehow, because I don't know, because they're older, even in the workplace. Yes, it's so weird. Like, because they're older, you could be older, they're like, oh, esta chiquilla, está medio mensa. You know what I mean? No sabe. And they feel that you owe certain things to them because of whatever. And then you're just like, you don't pay my bills? Like, first of all, you don't pay my bills. You know what I mean? You're not supporting me in any sort of way. Why should I owe you absolutely anything? I'll give you my respect. You have my respect as a person, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
You don't owe anyone anything.
100%.
You have to owe it to yourself to accomplish your goals.
Just being a kind person.
And being a kind person. Being
handling
cordial.
certain situations. You know, you're going to get tested a lot in life. And
yeah,
I think the way that you handle or the way you react to certain hard situations is really a test of your character. And at the end of the day,
absolutely.
Yeah, you don't owe anybody anything. Except maybe your parents, you know.
Yeah, especially in the Mexican culture. But even then, you know, they
Tu abuelita.
Oh. Yeah, but they had you so that you can live life like you didn't, you know, like, I don't know how to explain this, but children also don't, I don't know, I guess because I'm not a parent yet, I don't feel that children owe their parents anything either, you know? You have them, and it's a privilege to have a child, and I don't think that you should raise a child to be like, oh, you know, now they have to take care of me, which is great, you know, if they do because they want to.
Because then that becomes a full circle, and it's something que, como se dice, se nació. It came with you naturally.
Nace porque tú quieres a tus papás, porque tú quieres a tu abuelita, no porque alguien te está forzando.
Exacto.
So I think that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Pero okay.
Pero sí, talking about Valentine's, still tying it all in again, what is like the nicest Valentine's gesture you've ever received?
Like what? Okay, give me an example. Like, does it have to be anything?
Yeah, no, anything. Like maybe just one year that you were really like, wow, that was so nice. That was such a nice Valentine's.
Honestly, it's
doesn't want to get exposed.
No, it's not that. I just feel that every year is so special and so different.
Okay, wow, I love that for you because I can't relate.
No, I just feel like every year is so different and so special. Like, we don't necessarily do like the same thing every year, and I don't expect that either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whatever comes with that year.
Yeah.
With the means and the availability and whatever we end up doing. It just so happens that my anniversary is on the 16th of February. So it's kind of like a little bit cliche, but I'm okay with it. It's pretty cool.
Nice. So you guys killed 2 birds in 1 stone.
Yeah, kind of ish.
Yeah.
Kind of ish. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I feel like every year has been so different too with what we do. Sometimes it'll be like a road trip, like 2 days, you know, Santa Fe, something chill.
Yeah.
Relaxing.
Just as long as it's somehow being implemented or like celebrated.
Oh, right? Yeah, definitely. Especially like a yearly event, which is like, okay.
And then so close to your anniversary.
Exactly.
Cute.
So yeah, that's kind of like my vibe. You, what's your best Valentine's Day ever?
I have experienced several different types. I think one of my favorites was like a Galentines Day one. It was a couple years ago, and we all got together at a friend's house, and it was just so much fun. We watched the Savage X Fenty runway show, so that was like fun. We were just like having a fun time. We did those elotes with hot Cheetos.
Ay, qué rico.
It was so delicious, so much fun. And I think like that is really what was highlighted.
Tenemos que hacer eso.
Sí, también la otra vez que, bueno, el año que nos juntamos en el depa que tenía.
Ay, nos la pasamos bien padre.
Yeah, that was cute too.
And we did like truth or dares.
Oh yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, so it's just a fun time like that. Nevertheless, I mean, obviously being given or gifted roses.
Oh,
you can never go wrong with that.
Dude, honestly, like I do
and
not.
Chocolates.
Yes, I do not believe the guys that are like, oh, it says my girlfriend doesn't like flowers because they died. I'm like, ew.
I love flowers.
Everyone loves flowers.
I don't care if they're only gonna last me a week or so. If you properly take care of them,
they last a long time.
They should last at least a week and a half.
Dude, mine always lasts a month.
And you're lying.
I'm not lying.
You're lying.
I swear to you.
But then they start like smelling a little bit, and that's when you like kind of need to know that you need to change out the water and stuff. But
mine always lasts a month.
Well, because you love them. When you like love
I
flowers,
love my flowers.
They absolutely like just flourish, and they like.
Do you remember those flowers?
Yeah.
Like, they were like this big. Like, okay, so they started out like
but I think a month is a little bit dramatic. Like I want to say like close to 2 weeks.
Okay, I promise you it was a month.
No, Soraya es una mentirosa.
No, I promise you, dude. No, it's because you know what? I switch out their water every like 3 days, and then I have some tips and tricks that I can give you.
Ice cubes are a must too.
Yeah, sometimes sugar, but sometimes the sugar can rot it. So like you have to switch that water out faster.
And the way you cut them, right? The stem.
How you cut it, and then I put aspirina. Like you mash it up. Aspirina, mash it up, put it in there. Sometimes with like a little bit of warm water, not the ice cube one, and then
they
like
just
flourish.
Soak it all up.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Some fun tips
for you guys for Valentine's, so that you guys know how to take care of your flowers.
Tips and tricks
properly.
for Valentine's Day this year, 2024.
So what do you think of the guys that say that their girlfriends don't like flowers?
I think it's a bunch of BS.
Yeah, facts. Bunch of BS.
Like,
I think they're being, I don't want to say it, but a little bit like cheap. Like cheapos.
Yeah, maybe because they don't see like the value in purchasing something like expensive, because flowers can get a little pricey.
Yeah, facts.
But if you really love that individual, you're definitely gonna do it to make them feel special and happy the day of. We're all giving like consejos. My next pointer here was, we're gonna go into the 5 love languages, and we're kind of getting close to the end here. But again, since it's such a month with like love and, you know, time of embracing your
Each
partner
other.
or even your friends or your
Yeah.
family, what do you think well, first of all, let's go into the 5 different love languages.
Okay, so we have 5 love languages, which are acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch,
Gift giving,
and quality time.
What do you think is your number 1, or like how would you rate them?
Okay, so I feel that everyone changes every 6 months or a year.
You're absolutely right, because I think mine has changed since the last time we even like had
Talked
this
about
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think mine still going strong is quality time. I love quality time. And that not only means with my partner, but like with my friends, my family. Like people are like, it's because you don't FaceTime me. It's because you don't call me. I don't have my phone. Like when I'm with someone, like I want to be talking to them. Like for me, that's like my intimate time, even with my friends, like to be talking about things, catching up. Like that shows me that they care.
Yeah.
That's how I...
Quality time.
Yeah, quality time. Yours, what's your like still going strong?
Still going strong. Or maybe it actually has changed because I've evolved a lot since the last time we spoke about this and throughout the years. But I think that I'm leaning more towards acts of service.
Oh, I was going to say gift giving.
No. That one's number 2. No, just because I am more about like showing than just talking at this point in my life. So like acts of service is like, you know, you're on it, you're doing what you need to do, you're like showing me that you care and that you're present, and you know the gifts can come later. But that's kind of my number 1 right now. Acts of service.
I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it's because her second is gift giving and she's so superficial. It's not even expensive gifts.
Literally,
dude.
it can literally be a card from freaking the Dollar General and a box of tissue.
Something. Yeah, like you know what I
Literally,
thought of
una
you.
Coca-Cola.
I thought of you because you know I know you like Cokes and here so you could have one tomorrow for lunch.
Literally, it can be the smallest like little gift giving, and obviously you know later on in the relationship for like special occasions, maybe something a little bit nicer, but it doesn't even need to be wild or out of like this budget. I just think that if you put detail and thought into it, it's definitely going to be significant.
I absolutely agree. Kind of wrapping that up, what's your least favorite? Or not least favorite,
But like least important?
Yeah.
That one's kind of hard. Because I think that I do enjoy physical touch a lot too. I like, you know, being like the koskis and, you know,
Touching
little
your hand.
piojitos and stuff like that. So maybe, yikes. I would say words of admiration, but at the same time,
Yeah,
like,
you're lying.
I love being told like, I care, I'm here, I'm present, you're beautiful, you know, you matter. Things like that make a huge difference in a partnership too. So I don't know. I don't think neither of them is less valuable to...
Yeah, I don't think so either. I agree with you. I don't think there's one that I could say, no, this is absolutely not.
Like,
I think they're
it
just
doesn't
like
matter.
a little bit less.
Okay, you know how they like do that game like fuck, marry, kill?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's do fuck, marry, kill, but with the acts of service. So...
Can we say fudge?
Yeah, sorry. I just dropped that F-bomb like 3 times, but at this point I don't really care. So I'm gonna go first. You want me to go first? Okay. So, marry, I'm gonna do acts of service. Fudge, I'm gonna do gift giving because, you know, you just gotta get your bag.
Get your bag, she said.
And then kill, I'm gonna do physical touch. I can live without physical touch.
You're such a liar.
I can.
She's such a liar, bro. No.
I can. But that would be my fucking marry kill. Your turn, go.
You got me messed up with that. You're such a liar, dude.
No, I
You're such
swear.
a physical touch person.
I am, but if I had to like run it down like that,
you would live without it.
yeah, because I rather do quality time than physical touch.
That's what she said. Okay.
Oh, because with quality time comes physical touch.
Yeah, but okay, I guess.
Okay, go. You say yours now.
Okay, Mary, quality time.
You're so wholesome. I love it.
Fudge, gift giving.
Okay.
Did you say that too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, okay, I forgot what you said. And then kill for me for real, physical touch.
Wait. You're a fucking copiona.
No, wait. No, I would say words of affirmation I would kill, but I like it. And
No, I like
even
words of affirmation too.
between us, like as
We do that a lot.
Yeah, like randomly, hey, I'm thinking about you.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we do that more than us being like, let me give you some koskis.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like married, like if you're married.
I know, but I'm just saying I'd rather have that than physical touch.
Okay, no, I agree, but
Yeah, you can survive with like...
That's a little sus. From your part. Oh, no, I don't know about me, but...
Okay, so then, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, kill quality time.
Really? Yeah, maybe.
Well, you're telling me that I'm lying, so you're making me switch up my answer. No, quality time matters.
Yeah, no, it really does.
More than physical touch.
So we kind of both agree in some sort of way.
Yeah,
Like,
I think you're thinking of different things, though. You're thinking of, like, the act, and I'm just thinking of, like, physical touch, like, I'm touching you. My hand has to be on your lap while we're having dinner, type of thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you're over here thinking cochina things.
No, I'm thinking, like, the whole extent of the word, because there's some people that do value that a lot.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're
There
saying.
is a lot of people that's, like, you know, something
I was
very
seeing it
important.
more on, like, the aspect of little things like that, like, just, like, holding your hand in the car type of thing, or,
yeah.
playing
I
with
mean,
your
it's in
hair.
every aspect.
Right, it is.
It's in every aspect.
Cool.
Pero...
Oh, that was good. That was fun. We had a lot of giggles this Valentine's Day edition potty.
Oh. I'm so proud of us.
I know.
Yay.
By the way, we got new little microphones too.
You can see.
We've been holding
Thank
them
you.
very, very carefully
I know.
because the wrong move can cause a lot of like static. But
We're happy you're here with us.
yes,
Enjoy, subscribe, like, and let us know what you think. What should we be talking about? What are things you would like to hear about? We're always here for you guys to, you know, expand on some of your ideas and just feed off of each other and continue this journey that we're so excited to share with you guys.
absolutely. I couldn't have said it any better myself. Thanks for watching, guys, and hearing us on Spotify, and we'll be back with another one soon. Besos. Bye.